Once again, Uganda Civil Aviation Authority, on behalf of all aviation fraternity and Uganda Pilots Association, who are co-sponsors of this air show, once again, in an attempt to get closer to all aviation users and all Ugandans who have undertaken this show to ensure that we demystify the aviation industry and bring it back and closer to the population. We do not want to accept that aviation is up there and the population is down here. And it is only a privilege of the rich, affluent, or other able to do people. We would like that going forward to make sure that we bring aviation to its owners, who are the Ugandan people of all walks of life. That's what we are trying to do. And this is not the first time we are doing it. This is the third time in a series. Actually, this particular show was supposed to take place in 2020. But as you all know, that was a time of COVID, and we could not marshal a big gathering like what you have seen. But as we had started earlier, we were organizing these shows in the regions of Uganda to make sure we go where the population is. As we demystify the aviation industry, we also want to make it a country activity, demystify it countrywide, because the population in the countryside are not always privileged to get closer to aviation facilities and aviation in its entirety. So as Uganda Civil Aviation Authority and partners who are the aviation airlines, the other service providers, as you have seen in the stores, the other service providers like aviation schools, service providers like air navigation services, maintenance organizations, ground handling, and also food suppliers, that is in flight, and other aviation members of the aviation fraternity. We thank you so much that you have come to join this, and together we shall demystify aviation and continue to make it closer to Ugandans. To all of you Ugandans, we want to thank you so much for sustaining the aviation industry, even during the time of COVID. And now that COVID has eased, of course, COVID, I want to take this opportunity that is still around, but we must again continue to be very, very much vigilant about it, even in aviation. Ever since those very bad years of COVID, 2020, 2021, we have seen aviation industry trying to come back, though not to those levels of pre-COVID, but at least we see ourselves, whereas actually pre-COVID figures, we were having on average of 5,000 passengers, at least in our main international airport here at Entebbe. That number went as low as 50 passengers, in fact as low as 0, at least for commercial passengers. Then we came to 50 passengers, we came to 1,000 passengers. Now we are in between 4,000 and 4,020 passengers. That is an indicator that aviation industry is coming back. And we want to take this opportunity to thank the public, the traveling public, and other aviation users for the kind of participation and also coming back to support your industry. In this vein, therefore, we would like to continue to widen the numbers of aviation users through these expos and other engagements, like visiting schools. Of course, when we visit schools, and you have seen many school kids here, we are trying to get future aviation professionals. And they are not, even up to now, we don't have them in abundance. We are trying to encourage young people, and in fact there are programs of young professionals in aviation that we want to reach out to them to be able to have future professionals and in adequate numbers. And that is not just an initiative by Uganda Civil Aviation Authority, it is an initiative, a global initiative. Through these expos, we also want to showcase what is available in the aviation industry. At times, many Ugandans think that aviation is about pilots and maybe air hostesses.